Alright, next up we're going to show you exactly how we get over the bars to get into high chair position. We're going to show you the order that we get over, the order that we get back, the speeds that we get over, and another thing, how to avoid the control so we don't hit them with our pant legs. So pay attention.
Alright, here's a good example on how we do it. I'm going to smoothly jump up onto the tank. I'm going to put my left foot over first, and then my right foot. Nice and smooth, one at a time.
Making sure that we clear the bars with our legs.
That's a little faster, more real-time how we get that done. It's nice and easy.
This next one's in slow motion.
It's a smooth jump over the tank. I grab the bars, I'm ready to do my wheelie.
Alright, this is what happens a lot of times. We get cocky and don't pay attention to what we're doing.
Always spread your legs on the way back, because if you hang up on the handlebar, that could be it. Now pay attention. I hit my hand, I hit the handlebar, and if you notice, I almost fell off the side right there. It was that quick. We'll replay it again for you.
We always make sure that we want to approach our tricks not with cockiness, but with confidence. When we get cocky, we overlook some of the most important steps.
All right, Kyle's in high chair position. A good high chair position is when your feet are over your head. The reason being is because the higher up the bike is, the easier it is to steer.
Basically, when I watch myself on video and I take a look and I see my feet are just a little bit of, they're either even with or a little above my head. Situation is this, that's how I teach myself how to steer. I either look through the center of my feet, or if I want to go left, I look off to the left. Want to go right, I look off to the right. And that's the beginning of it. Next thing you know, you get a little more cocky, you start leaning off one side or the other, but that's definitely something a little bit harder to do.
Right, this is a good example of why we dent our tanks in. It gets a good seat position for us. Kyle, explain to everybody what you do coming down from a tank wheelie to be safe and what to avoid.
Most important thing to avoid falling right over the windshield is, let's say you're doing your tank wheelie, let's say you're at the balance point, everything's cool. All right, I'm cruising, minding my own business. Well, I want to come down from my tank wheelie. I kind of close the throttle a little bit, not a full close, but I let off the throttle a little bit, and then I get right back onto where I was. And what that's going to do is that's going to allow me to set the bike down, and I'm accelerating back into it so it sets the front wheel down nice and smooth. The only thing is, to make sure I don't run out of RPM or I don't throw myself off the ground, throw myself off the bike, the second I land, I pull the clutch in, and life is good. Okay, now we're going to show you real time on how I get over the bars, I grab the controls, and I'm going to show you how I get back. Nice and smooth. Now let's incorporate that with the actual wheelie itself. Again, doing the high chair, you never want to forget about the wheelie. Don't concentrate so much on doing the high chair, concentrate more on the actual wheelie itself. It still maintains the correct balance point, pulling the clutch when you land, and you're safe.
There you go. Anytime that we come down from a trick, that we're sitting over the front, we're sitting on the tank, and we don't have good position to brace ourselves in case of a fall, we want to make sure that we pull our clutch in the second that we hit the ground and only engage it when we're at a safe and comfortable speed.
The high chair is very dangerous because you have no choice to bail out. You can't bail out. There is no falling off. When you land, it's easy to fall forward, and it's also easy to fall backwards if you go a little too high. That's why a lot of people are afraid of the high chair. It took me a long time to get over that fear, but it now became one of my favorites.